Hey guys, welcome back to High Yield Intraday Trading. I hope every one of you is doing good. So before we start discussing today's topic, let me request you all to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button here. Once you click on it, you will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner. Post you subscribe to my channel, also make sure to press the bell icon and click on all. You will get the confirmation on the left bottom corner so that whenever I upload a video, you get the notification about the same without any misses. Also, I would request you all to subscribe to my Telegram channel with the name HYIT Intraday Calls because I share a lot of things over there and it might be helpful to you in some way or the other. All right, so when it comes to intraday trading, one of the most asked questions is how to find a stock or how to find some stocks that have the highest volume so that we can trade that particular stock and earn a lot of money. Okay, so the normal thought process behind this particular statement is once we find a stock with a good volume, we can earn easily. Okay, but the question is it that simple to find the stock or stocks with high volumes so that we can trade them without much efforts? Okay, also you would have heard from me, you would have heard me saying thousand number of times that volume and volatility are very important in order to select the right stocks on which you can trade for that particular day. I'm talking about intraday trading here. Okay, everything that we are discussing in this video will be with perspective to intraday trading only. Okay, so in other words, what I mean to say is you should first find a stock or stocks that have a good volume, and then you bring in your technical analysis, you bring in your technicals, and then you decide what might be a good entry for you. Okay, now the question is, can we really find what is the exact volume on which a stock is trading, and accordingly can we take a position? Okay, so in this video I will try and explain what volume exactly is and how should we relate the volume with the stock price to anticipate what might happen in the future, whether the stock might go down, whether the stock prices will go up. Those type of anticipations, how do we make? Okay, and most importantly, can we use volume to trade in intraday trading? Okay, so what I mean to say is if you know the volume of a particular stock, if at all it is possible, then can you use that information to take up the trades in intraday trading? Okay, so first thing first, we need to know what exactly is volume. And please note that we are not concerned about how the volume is getting generated. Okay, whether it's getting generated through the FIIs or DIIs or HNIs or the retail traders, we are not concerned about the how part of it. We are just concerned about the what part of it. Okay, so what is volume? Volume in layman's term is nothing but the quantity that is being traded. As simple as that. Okay, it may be on the sell side or it may be on the buy side. Any quantity or any quantity of shares that is being traded generates volume, and how much volume is generated depends on how much quantity of shares are being traded. Okay, if more quantity is traded, then the volume will be more. If less quantity is being traded, then the volume will be less. Okay, this is volume, as simple as that. There is no need to get into the fancy words, to get into the fancy explanations about volume. Okay, now you know what volume actually is. Yeah, also let me show you where do you get to see that particular information. Okay, what I mean is if you want if we take the example of Axis Bank, the reason why I'm taking the example of Axis Bank is because I traded Axis Bank today, I shorted Axis Bank today, and I made some good money. Okay, so anyways, that is a different topic. So let's say, for example, Axis Bank, and I want to know what was the volume in Axis Bank today. Okay, so how do we find out? Okay, just to let you know, if at all you are not aware about that. Okay, so just a moment, let me pull in the website here. So two ways to find out. One is on Money Control and the other one is on NSE India. Okay, let me explain about Money Control first. So on Money Control website, on the Money Control website, go to the search box and type in Axis Bank, hit enter. It will give you all the details about Axis Bank here. Okay, and on the right hand side here. Okay, let me increase the font. Just a moment. Okay, I hope that's fine. On the right hand side here, you find this number, right? 37 78,54,079. So if I spell it out, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, just a moment, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be 3 crores 78 lakhs 54,079. So this almost around 4 crores you can take. Okay, so the volume of Axis Bank for today was around 4 crores. Okay, so this is how you find out the volume thing on money control. Similarly, if you go to NSE India, go to the search box on the top of the website, type in Axis Bank, hit enter. Okay, and that will populate all the information about Axis Bank. And what you need to do here is you need to scroll down. Okay, get on to this position. Let me increase the font. I hope that is clear. And here you see something called as quantity traded. That is what exactly I told you, right? That is what exactly I gave you the explanation for what volume is in layman's term. Okay, so the quantity traded that you see here is nothing but the volume for Axis Bank that was for today. So the volume of Axis Bank for 4th of May 2020 was 3 crores 78 lakhs 54,079. Okay, and if I show you both the information, they are the same. So just to cross verify, okay, see here, 378,54079, 378,54079. Okay, so the only difference is on the money control site it is mentioned as volume, if you see here. Okay, but on NSE India it is mentioned as quantity traded. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So this is how you find the volume of any stock on a particular day. Okay, just a moment. Let me think if I'm missing anything on the web page. No, everything is good. Okay, now let's talk about the relation between the volume and the price movements. Okay, this would be the second link to it. This would be the second part to our discussion. Okay, the relation between the volume and the price movement. Okay, and what is that we can anticipate post we relate these two things. Okay, so on a broader perspective, we can relate volume and price over four different scenarios. Okay, the first scenario is if the volume is moving up and the price is moving up, then it's a strong uptrend. The second scenario is if the volume is moving up and the price is moving down, then it is a strong downtrend. The third scenario is if the volume is moving down and the price is moving up, then it's a weak uptrend. And there are very good chances that the price will start falling in near future. And the fourth scenario and the last one is if the volume is moving down and the price is moving down, then it's a weak downtrend. Okay, which means that there are very good chances that the price might start moving up in near future. Okay, so these are the basics of how you relate volume with price movement. Okay, and anticipate what might happen in future. I hope that is clear. Okay, if you want to get some more clarity on the four scenarios that I just discussed, just Google it. You will find thousands of articles on that. Okay, nothing, it's not a rocket science at all. It's just the relation between the volume and the price. What happens if volume is going up? What happens is volume if volume is coming down? What happens is sorry, what happens if price is moving up, and what happens if price is moving down? Okay, so just the permutation combination of these two factors. Okay, very simple to understand. So next is, now that we are clear on how the relation between the volume and the price works, the next very important question is how do I use it in my intraday trading? How do I use it in day trading? So the guys who use volume in day trading, how do they actually use it? What I have seen is they normally plot the volume parameter on the charts, and most of them have those green and red histograms or columns, whatever you would like to call them. Okay, that is present on the chart. But the main question is, do they provide any value to your technical analysis, especially when you are in the lower time frames like 5 minutes or 15 minutes? because in intraday trading, these are the time frames that have to be used in order to take the decisions, right? So I'm talking about this thing. Just a moment, okay? Let me bring it up. I already have it plotted. Right, so here it is. So these are the histograms I'm talking about. You see the red and the green bars here. These are called the histograms or columns, whatever they are. And the blue wave kind of thing that you see here, I have plotted it just to make things more simpler. Okay, so if I remove this blue wave, okay, you will just see the red and the green bars, and you will not be able to, uh, just by seeing, you will not be able to know whether the volume is going up or whether the volume is flat or if the volume is coming down. Okay, so this blue wave makes it visually easy for you to anticipate what exactly is happening. Okay, it is easy, right? So if you see this part, the wave is going up, which means that the volume is going up. The wave is coming down, which means that the volume is coming down. Here, for a larger extent of time, the wave is completely flat, which means that the volume is not there. Okay, similarly, again, here it increased. Okay, the wave went up, which means the volume went up. Wave went down, which means the volume went down. Again, the volume was flat. And finally, the wave is going up, so which means that the volume is going up. Okay, that is why I have plotted this blue wave. I hope you are clear on this. Okay, so this is the histogram that I was talking about. Okay, the red and the green bars that you see here. Okay, so normally the guys who use volume, they make use of this bars or this wave, whatever, it depends on the platform, but this is how they see it. Okay, this is how they anticipate things, by seeing the volume parameter. Okay, so now let's move on to Axis Bank. Okay, just a moment here, guys. Just a moment. Okay, so I was talking about the volume parameter, and the question was, does it adds any value to your technical analysis? That is the most important thing. Okay, well, in my experience, this volume parameter that you see here does not provide any additional value to my technical analysis. Okay, and trust me on this, I do not, or I would say I never have this volume thing plotted on my charts when I am trading. Okay, I just don't have it. Okay, it's just not required for me. Now, let's move on to the charts and let me explain a thing there. Okay, so this is the Axis Bank chart, a 5 minutes Axis Bank chart. And for the guys who know a bit about volume, what normally the thought process that they have is, when volume goes up, if the stock is falling, it will fall more. And when the volume goes up again, if the stock is moving up, it will move further up. That is the normal thought process. Now see what's happening here. Okay, here, starting from here, so this is the first candle of the day for 4th of May 2020. Okay, it opened gap down. In fact, the market itself opened gap down, huge gap down. Nifty opened with a huge gap down, so it was quite obvious that most of the stocks will open gap down. Okay, so one of them was Axis Bank. Okay, so it opened gap down. Now if you see the curve of this particular wave, it is going up. So what does it tell you? It tells you that the volume is going up. We are not concerned about whether it is a buying volume or a selling volume. Just for your reference, okay? We are just talking about plain volume. So this curve, the wave is going up. So we know that the volume is increasing. And now, since we already have a couple of red candles, our thought process is that Axis Bank will fall further. Why? Because the price is falling, and at the same time the volume is increasing, which means that it is a downtrend, right? You remember the four scenarios we talked about, right? If the volume is going up and if the price is coming down, that means that it is a strong downtrend. So obviously, any of the technical analyst, any guy who is trading, he will surely anticipate that the prices will come down. Okay, that is fine. That is fine till the time the volume is going up. But after some time, here, if you see this complete area, Here the volume was completely flat. Now, if we follow the fundamentals of plain volume, what we should anticipate is that if there is no volume, okay, if the volume wave is flat, then the stock prices should also be flat. It should be in sideways movement. But here, is it in sideways movement? The answer is no. It is actually falling continuously. And if you take the approximately 410 to 400, 402, let's say 402, 410 to 402, it gave a downslide of 8 points. Okay, that is almost 2% of this particular stock price. So if you blindly follow volume, will you be able to short your script here and book your profits here, which is a huge profit? It's like 2% of the script price, right? 410 to 402, 8 points, and it is a 400 rupees script that we are talking about. It is a huge fall for an intraday trader, 2%, right? So if you follow the volume, will you be able to catch this particular downfall, which started from 12 in the afternoon and continued till 1:55 in the afternoon? The simple answer is no. Okay, so this is the whole point that I want to make here. Okay, the whole point that I want to make here is, do not run behind the volume thing. You will not achieve anything with that because it's very vague. Okay, it's not at all clear. And for you to trade intraday properly, the things that you should be using should be very clear and crisp. Okay, and when it comes to volume, especially volume, I don't think there is a way to find whether someone is generating a buy volume or someone is generating a sell volume in the live market I'm talking about. Okay, because volume is shown as a whole. Okay, volume is shown as a whole. You can argue with me that here we can see that we have some red bars coming down. Okay, but don't forget the fact that you also have some green bars here. So if you ask me, these histograms or these columns or these bars, these red and green bars that are present here, they do not make any sense to me, to be frank. Okay, so volume is always shown as a whole. You cannot differentiate between a buy volume or a sell volume. Of course, indicators, oscillators, they give us the hint of few things related to the volume, but I am talking about getting the solid info about the buy or the sell volume. Okay, as in when it gets transacted in the live market. Okay, again, I don't think that it would be possible, because if that would have been possible, then most of us would be on the profitable side, isn't it? Right? I hope you're getting the point. Okay, so now the question comes in, then how do we find the stocks with good volume? Let me minimize this. Okay, yeah, so the next question that comes in is, how do we find the stock with good volume? Well, I have given the answer many a times. Depends on you whether you took it seriously or not. Okay, but just to repeat, the top gainers and the top losers can be referred for finding the right stocks that have the right volumes. Why do you think that they are sitting on the top gainers or on the top losers? It's because they have that high volume that we keep searching for. It is as simple as that. Okay, please remember, guys, don't make things complicated by hearing multiple things here and there. You will not gain anything from that. Okay, just that people keep using fancy terms and keep telling that you need to go deep into the things, but there are things wherein you need not dig deeper. Like the volume thing, you need not dig deeper. Just see the just see the top gainers, top losers. See the list, 15 to 20 stocks will be there, 25 to 30 stocks will be there over there. Okay, from them you can very well pick up the stocks that match your technicals and trade, because those are the stocks which has the high volumes. Okay, everything is available, just that you need to know how to use them to their max potential. Okay, and you are done, right? So keeping things simple, and I mean, you should keep things simple, and that will make your trading much stress free and profitable. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, guys. And volume is important because without volume, the stock prices will just not move. Okay, but just because volume is so very important does not mean that it gets tougher to find a stock with a good volume. Okay, as I said, everything is available, just that you need to spend some time to understand how things work. Okay, so that's it from my end, guys. And as always, would request you all to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, please do not miss the ending of this video, as you will be getting some more information about HYIT that might be helpful to you in some way or the other. And please feel free to ask your questions and queries, if any, in the comment section, and I will surely answer back to them. And also, please do not forget to like this video if you liked it. So that's all from my end, and I will see you all later. Hope you all will stick back. Happy trading. Stay back home. Bye bye.